Welcome to another sustainability podcast with me, Toby Webb. Joining me in this podcast is Ferdy Thoonen, who is an account manager at Interface here in the Netherlands. So welcome to the podcast, Ferdy. How are you?
Thank you, I'm fine, yes.
So as an account manager for Interface, you're out there dealing with customers, selling perhaps.
Yes, sure.
Why don't you just give us a quick overview of what your job involves?
To sell carpet tiles, to sell nice floors. Yeah? We bring it a little bit broader in nice interiors where people like to work, and that whole with sustainability in it, that's my daily job. So often I invite people, end users, but also the customers, which are the flooring contractors, here to Scherpenzeel, to give them a view in the buildings, in the warehouse, in the factory, and tell our story about Mission Zero, Ray Anderson, the Seven Fronts and so, and then you are proud to work for Interface, and I can bring that over to the visitors, and they are enthusiastic about it, and so with sustainability I sell carpet tiles.
And what does Mission Zero mean to you? How does it affect the way you work every day?
Very much. I'm impressed by all what we are doing within Interface, but also outside Interface, in the networks, in being an example for other companies, for other organizations, to help them with sustainability. And my personal way to look at several how do I say it, things in common is become very different than when I worked with another company before Interface. Yeah.
So how do your customers react when you talk about Mission Zero? Do they have objections? Do they think it costs more? Are there challenges in selling the concept to your customers?
Yes, of course there are, but it depends on how you come by that customer, why he asks you to tell the story, or how do I explain that? A practical thing. A customer calls me, a flooring contractor. Can you help me? I have an end user, a customer from me, and he wants to buy sustainable carpet tiles, but it doesn't work with me. So here, do you have the phone number, and please call him. Say, okay, I do that. I call him, and that end user, you're from Interface, flooring, yes, flooring. Well, be short, you can come and talk about carpet tiles and sustainability, and the story is real. I buy with you. You can come, and your story doesn't sound real. I throw you out, or you can come and talk only about carpet tiles, and I buy with you. Which one do you? Now, well, the first one was my option. So he said, why so difficult? I said to him, very easy. When I come to you and tell the story about Interface, and you can bring it to me, it's not okay, then I'm very disappointed in myself, in my company, and I don't want to sell you anything. So I went there, the flooring contractor with me, and within a half hour we have sold, ordered it, and everything okay. It's a very nice story, daily practice.
Sounds great. So
it's great.
have you found that you've lost any deals because there's a perceived extra cost, or that, you know, I mean, what happens if you can't talk about sustainability because they just say, I just want a price, I don't want to hear about how you make it? What do you do then?
I always I cannot talk about interface without talking about sustainability. It's impossible. It's impossible.
So they have to hear it.
Yes, more or less. I always want to answer a customer his questions in what he wants to hear, what his interests are, but you can't without Mission Zero talk about interface.
And how many years have you been doing this?
Almost 4 years.
And what have you noticed about customer interest in the last 4 years? Has it gone up?
No, not really. Not really. Because my network is in the sustainable network, therefore I get more and more that kind of customers. But in common, the crisis for what's it in it. The crisis doesn't help it. No, the price is a very important selling issue. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But in my daily practice, it comes to me, and then it's one way or another. It has to do with sustainability. Yeah.
So your system for taking back the product and recycling it.
Yeah. Reentry.
Reentry, as you call it.
Yeah.
How do customers react to that when perhaps maybe they don't know about it in advance? I mean, in effect, they're kind of leasing the carpet from you in some ways.
Yeah, leasing is more a financial thing. What's important is that the producer of the carpet tile is responsible for taking it back. And when you make a paper on it and you both sign it, it's also okay. It doesn't have to be a leasing construction, or how do you know it? And that's why next week I have a presentation for how do you call it in English? The guys that sell the products.
Salespeople?
No, they buy it.
Oh, purchasing managers,
Yes.
buyers. Yeah.
A presentation for them about circular buying.
Mm-hmm. The circular economy.
Yes, and I tell them leasing is maybe a solution, but when you have the budget and the money, you can also buy it, and we make another agreement that we are responsible for, but also we take care of the maintenance. That's also very important. We are together, have to arrange everything that you have as long as possible a nice floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue, and that's sustainable.
Would you find it difficult now to work for a company that didn't have this kind of sustainability
Yes,
approach?
yes, very difficult.
So this is the challenge for interface people, right? You get stuck here. Well, stuck is probably the wrong word, but considering what you guys have achieved, it must be difficult to think about going anywhere else.
Yeah. Of course, there are more very nice companies that are working on sustainability, but I grew up between carpet. My parents had a shop, so yeah, literally between the carpets.
You're a carpet guy,
and
through
therefore it's very nice to keep this way. Yeah.
Okay, Ferdy, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you.
Yeah.